Hello everyone. I am a little disappointed. I just finished making a 15-minute video of how I made this lemongrass and Egyptian musk soap, which maybe not look appealing now, but when I cut it up I'm sure it's going to be beautiful because I put so many embeds in it. And after 3 minutes the video cut off. So apparently I'm really not good with this video thing. So I really hope that this video you can see from beginning to end of how I do it. So I'm going to cut up my bars again, which I probably should have had ready before, but it's okay because you'll get to see me do the embeds for this one because I don't have all the embeds ready. The other video was amazing, but I guess everything I said must have been for me because nobody's going to get to hear it. So basically this is my Chokola, this is my Kafé Chokola bar that I'm making for the holidays that I tried making twice before and still is not coming out with the right smell. And I really want it to be a little chocolatey and coffee. So I'm going to try again this time and see how it comes out. Just as long as it has that coffee smell, that's what I really want. And I want the coffee smell to be an organic coffee smell, not a fragrance. So we're going to try again. Sorry, I'm just so disappointed over the last video. I hope this one doesn't mess up on me. I am not a techie person at all. I can do social media all day. I can do Instagram, Facebook, but to tell me how to do a video on YouTube, I don't. So right now I'm just cutting up my bars. I'm cutting up my Shea Melt and Pour bar, and let me show you what it looks like in the package. And I think the stuff comes out backwards on your end. I don't know. But anyway, this is my Shea Melt and Pour bar that I'm cutting up. I brought 12 pounds and I only have 2 more pounds left. So I need to quickly place an order for the 40 pounds that I have sitting in my cart at Nature's Garden. If not, I'm going to be one unhappy soaper for the next few days, especially with the holidays coming up. Thanksgiving weekend, I want to be able to have lots to do. So right now I just melted half of the bar, and you see there's still a lot of chunks. I did the first burst in the microwave for 30 seconds, the second one for 30 seconds. Since I have a lot of new bars I'm putting in, I'm going to do this for 45 seconds. And get it nice and right. I'm going to use the coffee extract for this and some coffee grains. I really thought about melting the coffee grains in olive oil to try to get that real coffee smell. Still thinking about it. Although I'm using melt and pour and it has everything in already, I don't feel this melt and pour has enough lather. So I'm going to add some coconut oil in it to make it a little bit more, add a little bit more lather to it. It's a nice feel to it, but it's not, I want it to be better than that. So it's still very chunky, as you can see. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the microwave for another 30 seconds until we can get it melt down all the way. And in the meantime, I'll start my embeds, and I'm going to use the chocolate embeds that I made, and I explained on the first video. I'm going to use a few of those, but I want to really use a lot of this from my previous bar. So I hope you can see this. Let's see what we have now. Still a big chunk. I could play around with it and just let it melt on its own. But I'll put it in for 20 more seconds. After that, I won't put it anymore. Get these cut up real quickly because I'll need to focus on just stirring the melting pour so it doesn't get a film around it, which happens very quickly. You leave that melting pour for a few seconds by itself without stirring it, you'll see a film start coming on the top. I did notice, out of all the YouTube videos I was looking at over the past few weeks, I see a lot of people they have these beautiful designs on top of their soaps, and I finally realized the soaps, the base that they're using is probably a cold press or hot press. I don't know which one. It may be both. But you can't get those, as far as I know. If somebody knows, please correct me if I'm wrong. But I tried to do that little pretty swirly stuff on the top of the soaps for the melt and pour, and it doesn't come out that way because the film starts thickening at the top. So I can't get it. So what I use is embeds. I use exfoliating stuff like the coffee grains and almonds and oatmeal until I learn how to make a cold press soap, which hopefully will be soon. I'm going to wait till after the holidays since I really know how to make this well. Still some chunks in here. I don't know if you can see. Hold on, I'm trying to pull them up. Here's a chunk here. And that chunk is not big enough to put in the microwave. It really doesn't make sense to put it back in the microwave. You might overboil it. So I'm just going to, if there's such a thing, I'm just going to go ahead and keep stirring until it melts on its own. These are all chunks from the other coffee that I made. Kafé Chokola bar that I made. And this time I'm not going to worry about making, oh, how about I get my chocolate? I added in the previous bar, okay, so I'm going to put my coconut oil, just 1 teaspoon. And I know this recipe off the top of my head, so I don't have my index card out here. But in the bar that I just made earlier in the other video, I forgot to put the coconut oil, so it's still going to be a good bar. It's just not going to be with all the bubbles that I like. So I added the coconut oil, I'm stirring, and I will start working on my chocolate. I ordered some organic organic cocoa powder. So I'm waiting for that to come in. But in the meantime, I'm using some Nesquik. And this coffee I got from Whole Foods. Love Whole Foods. So much fun to go there. And I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons also. I really should be writing this down because if this comes out with the smell that I really want, this is what I'm going to stick with. I'll be right back. I'm actually getting my cinnamon. Okay, so apparently I was not ready, all the way ready for this bar because I forgot to get my cinnamon. So let me look in my box of essential oils to see where my cinnamon is. Listen, I was really prepared on the other video, but as I said, it really threw me off to do as much talking as I did in the other video and explaining everything to the T, and it did not come out. So putting some cinnamon in here because hot cocoa has cinnamon. Well, at least that's the way we make our hot cocoa. We put cinnamon in it. Last time I put 5 drops. I'm going to put 3 drops this time because that's why it really smelled like cinnamon, and I don't really want the cinnamon to be that strong. And with essential oils, you don't want to shake the bottle. You just have to be patient and wait for the oil to come out. And some oils can take forever. So waiting for 2 more drops to come out. And I can get so impatient when it's like this. But as I'm waiting for this oil to drop, I'm also stirring this so the temperature can go down so that I can pour it with the embeds. Because if you pour the soap with the embeds and the temperature is too hot, oh, there's the second drop, third drop, there you go. If you pour it with the temperature too hot, everything will just melt. So then the whole bar turns brown. And that's not what I want. I like to have all the little cute stuff inside of my bars. It looks extra, extra special. One day I'll do a video again and explain to you how this all came about. And that's pretty much one of the things I was talking about in the other video. How life will throw you a curveball and you either run with it and make the best of it, or you just kind of fall all over the place and stay in this depressed mode. And I was really trying to encourage people out there that although you're coming to watch my video about soaps, everybody has their problems that they go through, and you always need to keep a positive attitude and stay uplifted, even though you're in the midst of a lot of darkness. You know, some problems come, and it's one problem after another. Right when you're about to get back on your feet, something else crazy happens. But for me, I always take that as a sign that something greater is ahead, and I just need to weather the storm. Like somebody told me the other day, you can't call it a breakthrough without breaking down first. So hopefully this little tidbit that I'm sharing with you, my motivational piece, because my life